Sweetness was his name, his game's bananas, you've been waiting. I'm about to educate you about the late great Walter Payton. Rest in peace my dude, you was the best that ever did it. Pearlman wrote the book, listen as I spit it. Racial segregation, discrimination, couldn't stop him. Name a defense in the 80s, guaranteed Walter dropped him. Popped them like corks, chugging like a ferry. Had an alliance with the appliance-sized refrigerator Perry. McMahon had the arm, Sweetness had the mojo, hand him Walter.
I get asked every now and then sort of what I love about writing books and what is it about the process that I like, and the answer is actually everything. I love writing books. I do. I love everything about it. I love digging into a subject's life. I love learning new things about a person. I love finding out little nuggets about someone. Not big, controversial stuff. That stuff, I guess, is important and interesting, but I love finding out tiny things. I love finding out how Walter Payton used to spat his shoes, tying tape tight around his shoes. You know, I love, with the '86 Mets, finding out sort of a boat trip taken by a backup catcher named Ed Hearn. You know, I love details, and it's a euphoric rush when you find someone who you didn't think you'd be able to find, or you learn something about someone that just nobody ever knew, or wasn't told before, maybe it was never asked before. I love piecing something together. I love piecing a life together. You know, Walter Payton hasn't been alive since 1999, and I love sort of the idea of bringing him back. And obviously you're not bringing him back in the literal sense, but I love that people will be talking about him again. You know, probably some good elements, some bad elements. People will say, oh, why'd you write this? Other people will say, it's great you wrote this. I love that he'll be a topic again, you know, because I sort of feel like it's an honor to the deceased when he's being discussed. And it just does it for me. It really does. The other thing I love is that I get to be home for my kids every day. It's about 3 o'clock. My kids will be coming home in 15 minutes from school. I love that. I love talking to them about what happened in their day. I love not going to a law office every day wearing a suit and tie. I just love it. I really do. It's the best job in the world. I say that. I teach a class. I'm at Hanville College, and I always say the same thing. Your days are never the same. There's a real passion to it. It's a joy. It's a blessing. And I get to do this for a living, and I'm so appreciative of it. I really am. Whenever anyone tells me they bought one of my books or they read one of my books, whether I liked it or not, I'm just honored that someone took the time. I really am.
Rest in peace, Walter. Greatest running back. Sweetness. Greatest running back the NFL ever saw. Sweetness was his name, his game's bananas, you've been waiting.